Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, we'll be playing in the Tier 8 Soviet Premium Heavy, the IS-5. A vehicle which was, well, pretty mega buffed in the latest update of the game. It got terrain resistance buffs, it got hit point buffs, and it got a power to weight buff, allowing the Soviet Heavy to feel more in line with an IS-7 than a slow armored vehicle. Not only did it get power to weight buffs and mobility, but it also got armor buffs all around. However, there is a weird buff, which is actually a big nerf, and that is the pen. For some reason, the premium penetration on this vehicle is 245 with calibrated, and that's a big bug. I'm not sure how Wargaming managed to mess that up. I already sent a letter to the Wargaming moderators, but yeah, great job. I mean, multi-billion-dollar company can't balance a tank correctly. Now, some problems with the IS-5. The biggest one is the accuracy. Bro doesn't even aim, just splashes me for 328. Average Caliban driver. Well, that must have worked out really well for you. So well that you're dead. Bye-bye. Congrats, that 300 damage will be the only damage you deal the entire game. Alright, well, we have a Tiger 2 over here, and we're going to aim in on that Tiger. Yeah, no, the premium pen's completely screwed up on this tank, because I was loading gold on that Tiger, and, like, it's not changing the pen values. It's screwed up. Wow. I thought it might have been, like, a visual bug for a moment, but it's definitely not. It's just actually 240 mils a pen. Like, that's bad. Nice high explosive into the side of the Leo, though, for 530 damage. That's pretty sweet. I would assume Wargaming will patch that, hopefully fairly quickly, but you never know with Wargaming. There you go. Nice shot into the Leo. That leaves only a few tanks left. We have the Charioteer right in front of us. I'm just going to kind of drive towards the Charioteer. While this vehicle did get an armor buff, at the end of the day, its armor still isn't anything crazy because, well, vehicles like the Charioteer will go right through you as a tank destroyer, as we can see. I thought that Charioteer was penning me in the lower plate. No, he was just going right through my upper plate. Well, that sucks. I mean, we can see the armor. If we go over to Armor Inspector, it's pretty good. I mean, this is what it looks like against 232 APCR. It's about 260 on the upper plate, 270 on the upper plate. It's pretty good. If you're loading gold, it's like 290. So it does have some pretty good armor. You'll notice there are some weak spots, though. The triangle right here, it's only about 180. It's not very thick. And the biggest weak spot are the hatches on the roof. Not only is the hatches, but the entire roof itself is incredibly weak. It's only about 30 mils thick. So anything that hits your roof can overmatch it. And the hatches are like 100. So yeah, that's pretty bad. And if you try to angle the vehicle, the lower plate becomes red, but then the entire upper plate becomes a pen. So I'm going to be honest. Out of all the tanks that got buffed in the latest update, the IS-5 didn't really get buffed that hard. In fact, because of the current bug with the premium pen being 245, you can see it, right? Look at this. 245. Like, what? Who screwed that up? I want to know which dev screwed that up. Like, it's not that hard to double check something. It really isn't. You've one job as a Wargaming dev. It is to balance the tanks properly and fact check and play test what you've done. It takes literally 1 second to look at the pen values in game and be like, oh, that's not right. But once again, Wargaming employees don't really seem to notice these problems, probably because they don't play their game enough to know what actual pen values are. But I don't know. All I do know is that they clearly screwed something up, and hopefully that gets fixed. But yeah, I will say, IS-5 versus the IS-6. Right now, I think the IS-6 is just kind of better. If we go to the Tankopedia and we compare, like, look at the IS-6's armor compared to the IS-5's. Like, this is the IS-6. Like, this is 236 mils of pen. Like, the entire upper plate is just so much stronger. And if you angle it, like, look at this. You don't have to worry about this corner cutout being a weak spot because it's not. Like, this level of armor is definitely on a different level compared to the IS-5. And honestly, the IS-6 isn't that slow either. It's actually a fairly fast heavy. Now, I'm not saying the IS-5 is bad. This tank is definitely quicker. It can achieve a top speed over 42 kilometers per hour. It has a better power to weight ratio than the IS-6. So there are definitely advantages to this vehicle. And if you're looking for more mobility, the IS-5 is the way to go. But if you're asking me, I think the IS-6 is kind of the best of both worlds because it still has plenty of mobility, it still has plenty of armor. So, I don't know. I think the IS-6 is a better option. But let's try another battle here and see what we can do. Up against us, we have an IS-3. Well, at least we're not up against any tier 9s, so that's good, because being up against tier 9s would be a problem. We would not be able to cut through E75 armor, or really most of the tier 9 frontal protection. Alright, but yeah, you can definitely see the mobility here, right? On flat ground, we're chilling 38, 39, like, this is really quick for a heavy, and it feels fantastic, I have to say. Like, the mobility feels fantastic on the vehicle. So, that is really nice. Alright, well, we got the Vickers MBT in the open. Something you'll notice about the IS-5 is the gun is not accurate. We did hit that shot, but it is not an accurate vehicle. We also only have 5 degrees of gun to... I just got obliterated. But yeah, this tank aiming time is literally like 8 years. Look at this. Aiming. But it has very good shell velocity, so you will hit your shots. There is that. I'm not too worried about... Okay, guess the SMV goes right through our upper plate. Okay. Yeah, I have to be honest. The armor on this tank does not appear to be working right now. Yeah, I don't know. We have not gotten any bounces so far. Am I going to be YOLO'd? It wouldn't surprise me if I was YOLO'd. Let's put on our adrenaline. Aiming. Okay, we did get some bounces there at least. There you go. Nice 416. Not going to waste a repair kit. Let's reload. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay. Well, that's tragic, but it's fine. It's fine. We just chill here. We reload. A little bit longer, and then we'll have another shell. Let's see. Got the Annihilator. Aiming. Oh, come on, back up. Back up a little more. Oh, I don't have the gun depression. No! Okay, well, we still penned it, but man, honestly, I shouldn't even have loaded gold. I don't think there's an advantage to loading gold. I really don't. I'm not sure why these Annihilators are so hell-bent on shooting me, especially because, like, you're just going to get beaten by me. There you go. Easy pen. Back up. Oh, no, you're going to get me. What will I ever do? He's average Annihilator player, bro. Alright, let's aim it on this Annihilator. Yeah, no, loading gold literally does nothing. That's like a serious problem. IS-5 accuracy moment. Yeah, this gun is not very good. That's the only thing that struggles with Soviet heavies, is the accuracy is really, really tragic. And you should not expect to hit most of your shots with Soviet heavies. Well, we got the Tiger. Get a bounce, that's pretty nice. We have the IS-3. Problem is, if I face hug the Tiger, I'm pretty sure he's just going to cut through my roof. So I have to keep enough distance that the Tiger won't pen me in the roof, but I also have to be close enough that he also... Well, it's not the Tiger I'm worried about, it's the Annihilators. There you go. One Annihilator down. Let's hope that we high roll it. We do not. In fact, we low rolled it. Now we have the IS-3 on us, but thankfully, because the IS-3 is no gun depression, that player wasn't actually able to hit me, so pretty good. Alright, let's drive up the ridgeline now and see if we can get some damage out into the IS-3. Again, that gun depression, oh man, is it awful. Yeah. Alright, well, not bad to be fair. We're up to 4,000 damage, which is about as good as you can get for any game, let alone this one. Let's aim it on the IS-3. Again, we don't gain any advantage loading gold, so we're not going to do that. I do expect Wargaming will fix the problem with the gold pen, but it's kind of ridiculous, the fact that I can't load premium ammo. I would not recommend to drive this tank right now. I mean, it's not a bad idea to try it out, but, like, the moment you go up against tier 9 heavies, you're not going to be able to pen them, so that is a big problem to keep in mind. But, pretty good game for the IS-5. We did top on the team, 4,000 damage. Pretty solid result. I have to say, this is it's a fun vehicle. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about the changes, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.